When my eyes was opened to understand what disobedience does to me, not God. What disobedience does to me as a child of God, and not to him, God. Yes, God doesn't like disobedience. But when he opened my eyes to see what disobedience does to me, I learned just not to disobey God as much as I can. Let me explain. You see, the children of Israel, they wanted freedom. Freedom was just the utmost thing on their mind. They cried, they begged for help. They cried and begged God to help them. And God came to their rescue. He arranged everything. He told them how they were going to be taken out of bondage into a land that was going to flow with milk and honey. He arranged Moses to help lead them through all these, struggles until they get to the land. But several times they disobeyed God through their unbelief and the fact that they looked back at where they were coming from and they were looking at their present situation. And then they compared. They doubted what God promised them. And they kept going back to their old ways. The journey that was supposed to take them 40 days, the journey that was supposed to take them a very, 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 very few days, ended up taking so many years, 40 years. Most of those that had unbelief ended up not even seeing the promises that God had in store for them. The promised land that God promised them, the land that was flowing with milk and honey that he promised them. Most of the ones, the older ones, ended up not even seeing, all because of disobedience through unbelief. Here's the thing, how God opened my eyes to see how it affects me. He told me that whenever I disobey him, I go several years back to the point of my destiny. You understand? So things that were supposed to happen at that point, as he has appointed, at his appointed time, I end up going round circles and then taking more time to get to that point. And because God is a loving Father, he gives you another chance. Here you go again. Just the way he gave the children of Israel several chances to, grow their faith. He gives you another chance, and then you disobey again, and then you go around the same cycle. He gives you another chance, and then you disobey again, and go around the other cycle. Until you learn that I have to stop, do the right thing, and get to the tree where I can pick up my fruits and eat. My dear, you're going to end up like the children of Israel. So when he opened my eyes to see that, now this is the story I've always known from kindergarten, from being in the kindergarten in the children's section, in the Bible school, I've always known the story of the children of Israel. And we have always known that they disobeyed God and how their 40 days journey was turned to 40 years. But until the Holy Spirit opens your spirit to absorb that teaching, you will not understand. And that was exactly what he did to me some few weeks ago. I'm just here to share to you, just as he opened my mind. Pray that he opens up your heart to understand what disobedience or disobeying his words, his commandment, means to your life and your destiny. When he opens your eyes to see that, and you know this for sure, nobody is going to ask you not to do some certain things. You on your own will do it. I hope this post helps someone who is always sitting on the fence. Thank you.